Once in a quiet town near the edge of a deep forest, there lived a young boy named Arin. He was 22 years old. From the outside, Arin's life looked normal. He had a job, a small home, and a few friends. But inside his mind, there was a constant noise. Thoughts never stopped coming. They would spin in circles. Worries about the future, regrets from the past, fears, and questions that had no answers. Even when Arin was sitting in silence, his mind felt full. It was full of stress, full of fear, full of pressure. He could not focus. He could not rest. He could not breathe with peace. He would often look up at the sky and ask himself, "Why is my mind so heavy? Why can I not feel light inside?" One evening, Arin met an old traveler who had stopped in the town for the night. The traveler had calm eyes and a peaceful smile. There was something different about him, like he carried no weight in his heart. Arin could not stop himself. He walked up to the traveler and asked, "Sir, how can I find peace? My mind is always full. It never stops thinking." The old traveler looked at him for a moment and then said, "Do you have a bowl in your house?" Arin was confused but nodded and said, "Yes." "Good," said the traveler. "Go to the river tomorrow morning. Take your bowl, fill it with water, then carry it back home. But listen carefully. You must walk very slowly. Let the wind touch your face. Feel every step. And every time a thought comes into your mind, stop walking, wait, and breathe until the thought goes away. Then continue." Arin did not understand the meaning, but he wanted to try. The next morning, he went to the river with the bowl. The river was calm, and the morning air was fresh. He filled the bowl and started walking home. At first, thoughts came quickly. Work problems, bad memories, doubts. So he stopped. He breathed. He watched the trees moving in the wind. Then he walked again. Step by step, thought by thought, he continued. With each stop, his mind became a little lighter. The more he focused on his breath and his steps, the less he heard the noise inside. By the time he reached home, the bowl was still full, but his mind felt empty. He went back to the traveler and said, "Sir, I did what you said. But something strange happened. I did not just carry water. I feel like I left something behind at the river." The old traveler smiled and said, "Yes, you left behind the weight of your thoughts. You see, when we live in our mind too much, it becomes full like a room with no space to walk. But when we return to this moment, to breath, to movement, to life, the room begins to open. The noise starts to fade. The mind becomes clear." Arin sat quietly, thinking about these words. The traveler continued, "Peace is not something you find outside. It is something you create inside, by emptying your mind, not by force, but by coming back to now. The present moment is your home. Live in it." From that day, Arin started walking to the river every morning, not to carry water, but to empty his mind. He began to smile more. He slept better. He talked less, but felt more. The world around him did not change, but the world inside him did. The noise was still there sometimes, but now, he knew how to return to silence. So if your mind feels heavy, remember this. You do not have to fight your thoughts. You only have to stop, breathe, and come back to this moment. That is where peace lives. That is where you live. Thank you for staying with us in this story. If it touched your heart, please like and share it with someone who needs peace. And do not forget to subscribe for more stories that speak to your soul. Until next time, stay calm, stay kind, and empty your mind.